Hi guys. Alright, so today this is gonna be a little extra video. I'm just gonna do a quick rundown review of the Evans 56 Calftones. I've lived with the bass drum heads, tom heads, snare heads for quite some time. I actually spent all last week kind of trying to destroy them and see if I could make the laminate come up, all that good stuff. So yeah, here we go, super quick. So the first thing is, they're shipping bass drum heads right now. They're 12 mil thick. There are a couple different versions, and there's one with an EQ ring on it, and that one's really nice if you're needing something a little drier. I typically use a little more open resonant sound, and all you have to do is look at any of my other videos, or especially the last one, because you really get to hear the toms, because I'm playing kind of like an open melody. I did a little improvisation teaching lesson. Bass drums. So I love it as a resonant head. You know, a lot of times people think that the Calftone, the like vintagey thing, is just for jazz guys. It's really not. I think the first group of people that are gonna love it are the heavy metal guys. I think they're gonna absolutely love it. It's gonna allow them to really help control the sound on the front resonant side. You might not even need a hole in your front head, and I would experiment with it first. It's going to really warm up that sound, especially if you put something on the batter side that's a little more powerful, a little thicker. It's going to warm up that punch sound. So not only do you get that like clicky punch, you're going to get like the guttural, vintagey kind of calf sound, which I think is going to be amazing. I think it's also for like the indie guys and some of the rock guys. I think it's really going to allow you to have a warmer sound, and especially in some smaller clubs that might be like cinder block. You know, it's those clubs that are hard to play in because your drums always sound like tin cans. This is going to warm that sound up, and that's bass drum and toms. So now let's talk about toms. They're not going to ship for a couple months though. They're 7 mil thick. They are awesome. I know that in my 2 previous videos I was a little confused about what was coming out when and which ones. The 7 mil is awesome. Snare drum and toms. It even sounds okay on a 10. I'm not a huge 10-inch drum fan, but it sounded cool. I had one and I went and I borrowed a buddy's 10-inch drum. So here's the next thing. How do these things hold up? So I've played a lot, and I play soft typically, but I on purpose tried to do some really hard playing, and I play jazz, and I do some, you know, I play weird drums where I've got a brush and a mallet and a something and a piece of metal in my hand, and I play the drums with a triangle beater or something like that because it gets a weird sound. I have not gotten it to pill up like other companies. Even the snare drum head is in really good shape, and I was doing a lot of this stuff where I was rubbing, you know, that sounds better when it's on a drum. I was kind of hitting it with lots of weird percussion instruments. I even have a snare unit that I sit on top to get weird thing, but it's a little sharp edge. Never hurt that at all. It's actually kind of amazing. Overall impression is, this is really what I'm going to use on this kit. So this is what I have on my kit. I've got the Evans Calftone on the batter side of the toms and snare drum. And snare drum, I've got a Hazy 300. It's one of my favorite snare heads that Evans has ever had. The Hazy 300, I think it works on everything. Toms, I've got just coated G1s on the bottom. I think they sound super nice and warm. Okay, bass drum. Believe it or not, I went back and forth, and I can't decide which one I love better. My typical thing is to put the Calftone on the resonant side, really controls the ring, put a G1 on the bass drum. But I actually put Calftones on both sides. And usually I have to stuff a hanky or something in here between the bass drum pedal and the bass drum head, and I've not really had to do it. It's pretty controlled, and I think it sounds pretty nice. I think it sounds really nice. So that's my vibe. I can't get the heads to mess up. I mean, I know if I took a knife to them that I would, but I'm not doing that. That's stupid. Maybe that's what he meant by destroy them. I would first love for you to write me and let me know if you ordered something and what you think of it. I'd love to hear. I can give you tuning suggestions. I would love for you to give me tuning suggestions. I love when people teach me something more. So that is the first thing. Send me, if you get it, send me a picture. I'll put it on my Instagram or something like that. And follow me on Instagram. I'm always at the Diodario place or something like that, putting something up. Second of all, if you have any questions about this stuff, man, put them in the comments. You can private message me. I don't care. I'm gonna reply. That's it. I think they're great. Final conclusion, I think this is something Evans has never had in their arsenal. I think they're great. At this point, they've held up really, really well. I'd love to hear what you think and definitely answer any questions. Please check. I've got basically all the videos for the last month and a half have been played with Calftones on these heads. And then I do a really great kind of review of actually how they sound with brushes and tuned up and tuned down. Thanks for watching. Comment, have fun, subscribe, send me bags of coffee, rock.